Welcome to this week's episode of Amanda Makes a Mess. Today, I will be making a mess in a new book that's similar to Reckless Journal, but with significantly less wrecking involved. I hope. I've got it covered up with this piece of cardboard for now because I've already customized the front cover. That's the first thing I do when I start on a new art prompt book. But this one is called Draw Your Journal. It's by Bellamina, who has a YouTube channel, which I will link to in the description. I'll also provide a link to where you can find the book. It's on Amazon. I think that may be the only place it's sold. I'm not entirely sure. That's where I got mine. But when I get a new art prompt book, the first thing I do is customize the front cover, the back cover, sometimes the spine, depends on what I may end up doing to the spine. But the copyright page, the title page on the inside of the book, and anything else that comes before the actual art prompts. So I've already done most of that for this one. I did it off camera because it took me 2 videos to do that for Reckless Journal, and I really wanted to cut down on the time it took before I got to the art prompts in this series. So here's what I've done already. This is the front cover. This is not what it originally looked like. This is how I customized it. What I had in mind when I did this was those fancy leather journals that you find sometimes in art stores, sometimes in bookstores, that always have, like, I think they're leather. They may be fake leather because they do come in different colors. But they always have, like, the metal bits at the ends of the cover, like at the corners, to keep it from bending. And it usually has some kind of clasp. So I've colored mine purple because that's my favorite color. And I did the purple outlines here, as you can see. And then I drew in those metal bits. I think that actually came out looking really good. I did all this with Posca pen. The only thing I wish I'd done differently was put another coat of silver over this, or wait until it dried to seal it with tape, because I did seal this with packing tape. On the back cover, I pretty much did the same thing, but you can really see here where I put the tape on before the paint was dry. But now here on the inside, I do this with all my art prompt books. On the inside here of the front cover, I double layered that. Did I? I did double layer this because I might create this book. What I drew here bled through onto the cover. I just wrote the date I started. I'll probably do the date I finish on the back cover on the inside. This was the cover page. Is it called the cover page? I think it is. It's like just a version of the cover on the first page. I think that's called a cover page. I double layered that. And I just drew some French fries. I don't know why French fries. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. And down here you can see I have a stamp that I use to mark the dates on everything. This is why I double layered this page, because I had an idea for this as soon as I saw it. The squares were already printed on this page. All I did was color them in. I just finished drawing in my sketchbook of a puppy with some sunglasses on a picnic blanket, and the picnic blanket looked the same as this, except it was red. I wanted to keep this purple because it just goes with the whole theme. So I did the same thing there. My markers did bleed a little bit on this page, but it wasn't bad. They bled through a lot, but you can't see that. But they did not really bleed across the page very much, which I was really happy about. And then I kept this the same, but I went over this with Posca pen so it would stand out a little more. This page, I really liked the background on this page the way it was. I don't have a picture of that. I wish I had taken pictures of this before I customized it. But this was, it just had some doodles in the background, but the way it looked kind of reminded me of, oh, you're not going to get this if you don't watch Stranger Things, but on the last season of Stranger Things, the main character wears a black shirt with all these like doodles and shapes on it, and that's what this page originally reminded me of, and that's what I wanted to turn it into. I wanted to turn it into her shirt, or as close as I could get to it, but I couldn't find a really good reference photo of her shirt, so I went with another pattern. That's, let's see if I can get this without knocking anything over. That's this washi tape box I have here. The background is purple and it has these little bubbles and stars. It was sitting on my desk, so I just did that in the background because the purple, this is the same purple Posca pen that I used on the cover. I didn't use Posca on here. I used that. This was a Hoo-Hoo marker. And then I put in a piece of paper. I actually started to do this directly in the book, and then I messed up. You can kind of see it through this. So I did it on a separate piece of paper. I think with a Posca pen, because there's some texture there, so it had to be a Posca pen. And this page, this is the materials page. When I did create this book and both of my Reckless journals, I completely covered the materials page. Like, it was completely illegible. You could not read it. And I seriously regretted that because I had no idea what it was safe to use, what wasn't. So on this one, my goal was to make these pages still readable. So I just used crayon on it because I knew crayon wouldn't cover up everything. And I just kind of scribbled in the background to put some color on it. I just did a very saturated color rainbow on this page, and these were neon ones. I don't use crayons very often. Like, I don't remember the last time I used crayons. And I never use neon art supplies, but I was really happy with the way this looked. So I may at some point end up doing this again with these crayons, with the neon ones, because I really do like them. So I'm sorry about the length of that intro and the amount of talking that I just did. It was boring to me too. But showing you what I did instead of doing it on camera saved me at least one whole video, maybe two, so we can get to the good part, the art prompts, a lot sooner than we would have otherwise. Future videos will not include that much talking or that much of an intro for the series. It was only the first one that I had to do that. So this is the page we're going to do today for this video. This is going to be the only page since I've already showed you all these. Next time I will try to do either 2 pages or 3 pages. I'm not sure yet. I was just sketching a little bit off camera, but the sketching I was doing actually turned out pretty good, so I'm just keeping this one. I'm not going to outline it or anything, and if you can see these Posca pens over here, just ignore those. Those are for another project I'm working on off camera. For this, I'm using my Prismacolor colored pencils. It's pretty much the only decent set of colored pencils I have. These are actually really good though. And that's it, I guess. So let's get started. My idea was to make this look like a library. These are supposed to be books with like the bookshelves behind it. And here's the actual shelf part. And these darker spaces are the openings. I don't exactly think these look like books. I may go back in and write like titles on those later on if I can find something that I can use to write over the colored pencil that won't scrape the pencil off, because these are pretty waxy. I feel like anything I write over this with would like get clogged up or scrape off the pencil. But that was my idea for this page, because I already opened this, but I put it back together wrong. It's upside down. This is called a personal library kit. I have no idea where I got this. I just found it when I was cleaning out some art supplies, and I didn't donate it because I thought maybe at some point I would find some use for it. I mean, obviously I have a lot of books, but I don't plan on like putting library cards or anything in any of them. I don't really loan them out, but obviously that is outdated now. I don't know how old this is. This could be pretty old. So yeah. I think libraries now are all digital. The ones around here where I'm at are anyway. But I thought, since I found this, I would do, well, this isn't the right one. This one, I've already started. I wrote, okay, come on. For the title, I wrote the title and the author. And then for loaned to, I wrote which prompt I did. And I left the phone number blank. I guess I could, oh no, here I did put the front cover, the page number is blank, because it doesn't have page numbers, obviously it's the front cover. But here I put, for phone number, I put the page number. And then for the ones I've already finished, I've stamped the date on them that I finished them. This one didn't come out very well, but that's alright. So I want to put these in here. This will bulk up the book a little bit, so I may end up taking the cards out. But these have these little sticky things on the back, and I can hot glue this in, or tape it, or glue stick it. And that's why I left these spots here empty, so I can stick these in like this, because I am pretty sure this wouldn't actually stick the colored pencil. I've got one in each corner like this, because that is the way that they overlapped the least. And I don't want these to overlap. Each one of these has 5 cards in it. Because each card only holds, each card only holds 12 spots that I can write pages on, and there's quite a few pages here. There's way more than 12. But I couldn't fit in a lot of these little sleeves. So, there. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And there will be more pages coming up soon. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the video with your friends. And thank you to all my new subscribers who have subscribed in the last week. That really helps me out. And that's all for this week. I upload every Saturday at noon. I will see you next week. Goodbye for now.